season, we have to level up our level of receiving. Because there's so many things that God wants to do through this church. There's so many things that God wants to do through us that we have to kind of get in position to receive everything that God wants us to have in this season. Even when it comes to, if we're out of position, if we're not in position to receive, if we're not hearing from God, that's why Jesus said, well, listen, I said a whole lot. Y'all were not listening. So he that has ears to hear, let him hear, right? So if we don't have eyes to see or ears to hear or heart to understand, then we're going to miss out on what God is doing in this season. And so we don't want to miss out. And God keeps telling us all year long that this is a season of harvest for us. So if you're not experiencing harvest in this season, and God has been saying prophetically that this is a season of harvest for us, then obviously whoever's not receiving harvest, we're out of alignment. So we need to make an alignment, and God will give us a course correction. Say amen to that. Amen. So God is trying to get us some things, but we also have to be in position to receive what he already stored up. So if you don't know how to receive from God on a certain level, then you will never be able to walk with God on that level. And so it's not like, let's say, for example, let's say that you've been growing with God. And remember, how do you grow with God? By dying, right? So growing with God means I'm dying to self. And the more I die to me, the more God can live through me. Sometimes God can't live through you because there's too much of you in the way. Sometimes God can't live through me because there's too much of me in the way. So as I'm growing with God, I'm actually dying. As I'm growing with God, I'm actually dying. And so the more I grow, the more I die, the more I can operate on another level, the more I can receive on another level. And it has everything to do with what God already provided. Say amen to that.